Is a port crystal, Master.
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold?
I had a feeling you might be our escort. Aye, we are the company of elites you're to march with. A poor jest, I know. We'll circle the capital, striking the Griffin as we come upon it along the way. We attack when it sets down. It is nothing so clever as to be called a stratagem. If you still care to join us after hearing all that, let's be off.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
We share these roads with traveling peddlers,
Elites or
guardsmen,
no,
and other folk.
I'd feel better at ease with a few more men.
Focus. The hunt is afoot.
A good start to any task is talking with others. Let's begin with that.
There, Master! The undead! Ha! The Griffin may think them prey.
So this is where we're to meet the beast. We'd best prepare for battle.
Griffins are ever eager to feed on meat. Would it come down if we baited it? The sea is closer than I imagined.
Tis a far cry from the roads we're accustomed to, that's for certain. Careful! A goblin!
Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling
Ice
still.
Splendid woodland, and so rich in resources. Are you all right, Master?
Hold on.
Careful! A goblin!
Let's have its armor and shield off. Don't shield it for a bother.
Arisen.
It's close. I can feel it.
It comes!
There, Master! Griffins! Do not allow it to fight! Aim for its head! I will strike its head while it reels! While it reels, drop it from the sky! This is on the head. Even a griffin must fall. Its head is vulnerable! We must bring it to ground! numbers, a weakling is a weakling still.
Ice and fire both!
We'll rout them in a single charge.
Strength in numbers, Arisen. Let us report our progress to the capital.
Welcome back, sir. Then the Griffin is defeated. Blessed relief, that. All who walk Grancis roads will rest easier for it. 'Tis welcome news, too, for trade. You and the others who fought have my thanks, Arisen. You are to see me for your assignments, and no one else. I speak for His Grace on such matters. My word is his. As such, any task deserves your full and immediate attention. Pray, make your choice, sir. You've a stake in this, and a right to hear, sir. You know of Fornival, aye? He is among the wealthiest of Gran Soren's merchants, though now he stands to lose all. He is accused of a litany of crimes. I would beg a favor, if you've the time. It seems Fornival was as busy in his underground dealings as in his honest work. His bill of crimes includes bribery, fraud, abduction, the selling of secrets, even collusion with Salvation. The inquest. Should the present tide prevail, he will likely be found guilty and put to death. Opinions are split, however, on the credibility of the present proofs and testimonies. A few days yet remain before the matter is decided. I ask that you go and gather what facts you can. Any proof is welcome, be it evidence or testimony. Aught that clearly shows his guilt or innocence. Justice must be done, and for that, we've need of the truth.
Fornival's met with an inquest? 'Tis past time the law caught up with that rat. I'll not forget the pain he caused me as long as I live. I shall sleep better o' nights, knowing no others will suffer the same fate. Let him rot. I gladly commit my name to the petition for his conviction.
We've done it!
I heard of Fornival's inquest. Serves a lot right, says I. I'll sign any petition you set before me, if it means he'll hang for what he's done. He deserves no better after what he did to my family.
Steady on!
I've heard tell that Fornival stands trial. None's the pity. I fancy myself the forgiving sort, but I'll not mourn his passing. I'm scarce the only one he's wronged either. The man built his fortune on the backs of honest folk. I'll gladly add my name to a petition if it means no others need suffer at his hands.
We've arrived at the Duke's northern stronghold.
Leave it to me.
Ransel.
A messenger brought word of Fornival's trial. More's the pity. He finished our odds at quite the favorable rate. We'll be as cats without claws, should he be kept from doing business. I do not know the man well. I cannot stand idly by and see him convicted. Testimony given in person will carry more weight than a missive. Yet I cannot leave this place. Pray, take one of my men with you back to the capital. He will speak in my place. You do Fornival a service, sir, and us with him. I will send word ahead for a man to await him. Pray, speak to him directly.
The best men in the strongest hold are powerless without supplies to live on.
I'm called Castor. Sir Dario has informed me of my duties. I'm thankful to have you accompanying me to the capital. Shall we be off? Very well, sir.
An inquest, eh? Cheers. I welcome the diversion. I know 'tis improper to say so, but you'll not deny the thrill of awaiting judgment. Though it's the rare trial that's not decided before it begins, if truth be told. Proofs are easily falsified. Testimony still more so. There's always someone with cause to want one outcome or the other, and the means to ensure it. Which brings me to a very special deal for you, friend. Writs of affidavit for sale at bargain rates. I've statements of varying guilt or innocence. Quite the clever forgeries, these. They always sell well when there's an inquest on. And why not? 'Tis a heady thing to buy a man's guilt or innocence. If you've mistaken the trial's result, you'd be a fool not to. I'll disavow we ever spoke if asked, mind. The choice is yours to make. My prices ebb and flow with the tides of the trial. Still, 'tis a small price for justice. You'll not regret it, friend. Make good use of it, and remember, I've more where that came from.
What? Fornival stands trial? 'Tis a pity. In truth, the man was profligate. His ostentation earned him envy and enmity in equal parts. But he was not the sort of man to seek profit in the misfortunes of others. I will add my name to the petition. I shall pray that his innocence is proven.
We've done it!
I'll heal your wounds.
You are to see me for your assignments, and I speak. Pray, make your brought a witness. I shall see to the necessary accommodations until the day of the trial. There's time yet, sir. Pray, continue in your efforts. Good. You've brought evidence. Here, I shall see it submitted to the court. There's time yet, sir. Pray, continue. You are to see me. I speak. Pray. I would ask you to seek out evidence in the trial of Fornival. Material evidence. The inquest has but a few days remaining.
I hear old Fornival is the subject of an inquest. His conviction would bring me no joy, not least for the loss of revenue I would suffer. Arisen, I have a proposition, sir. I've long had dealings with Fornival, and want to believe in his innocence. Pray, take a petition for his acquittal from me, that it may help sway his arbiters.
Hear no one? Have your pick. Any you like? What will it be today? Understood.
We've
We
time
best
yet
hurry.
before the inquest is set to start. This inn can serve as the hub of our journey.
Recognize the great. I hear no one. Have your pick. Any you like? What will it be today? Understood.
Order! I will have order! This inquest has its conclusion. Fornival Frescobaldi, in the name of His Grace, Duke Edmund Dragonsbane, the court hereby proclaims its verdict. Guilty. Whereas you have deceived your fellow man to sate your avarice, the court sentences you to life imprisonment. This inquest is hereby ended.
Our task is done. Let us report our progress. All these workers going about their business. How
Word of Fornival's verdict has come. He was judged guilty. It was a fair trial and thorough. Justice was done, thanks in great part to your efforts. I am not without pity for him and his house, but such are the wages of wickedness. And for you, sir, the wages of diligence. Take it with my thanks. Many within the castle praise your bold deeds of late. I pray such good works continue apace. I've more tasks that require your attention. Pray, make your choice, sir. It grieves me to report an item was stolen from the castle's stores a few days past. It was a possession of the Duke's and a treasure of the realm, the Worm King's ring. The band was stolen under heavy watch. I fear it to be the work of someone within the castle. But first, the ring must be reclaimed. Will you do it, sir? You would do well to begin by asking the men and women of the castle what they know. That ring is a treasure to all Grancis, and a symbol of the Duke's authority. It must be found.
Good Aldous told me there's been sign of thieving within the castle. Even should they escape sight, the castle's construction hinders all who do not know it well. Our villain had a guide, or had some occasion to grow familiar with the castle.
I heard a report of an unfamiliar man seen within the castle's halls. They say he had the look of that sorcerer.
If there's talk of a sorcerer, it'll be Solomet, no doubt. I'd hoped we were rid of that rat for good. I do not relish the thought of his return. But the pilfered ring does bear a strong magical affinity. It is the sort of bauble Solomet would covet.
Salamet. 'Tis a name that calls up bitter memories. Time was the Duke held a council of magic scholars here in Gran Soren, tasked with ensorceling grimoires and trinkets. Salamet sat at the head of the council. His genius was unmatched. save by his ambitions. Once their research bore fruit, Salamet betrayed his grace and fled with the findings. He disappeared, leaving the corpses of his fellow scholars in his wake. I know not by what design he would reveal himself now. Perhaps aught about this ring that compels him.
Shall we speak to a few more people? I pray
Let's
we
hear
might
from some
find one
others.
who's seen him.
A sorcerer, eh? Can't say as I've heard tell of... No, wait. There is rumor going around of a queerly-dressed man skulking about the quarry. More than his dress is odd if he's hanging around that place with no reason.
Shall we to the quarry, then?
Salamet is an infamous archmage. He's often seen in the ancient quarry. Someone must know something.
Salvation is on the tongues of everyone. I recall a spot we may rest, not far.
There's a land rife with spots where useful materials may hide.
I'd not thought to find such a place.
Seems it leads outside. The path splits.
Well, well. The Arisen. Toast of war and sorrow. Does the work of all mankind seem to go? Insist claws, and more ripped than the fools in the Duke's Guard outright. But alas, I'm at the time of the game, sir. Farewell.
As if we hadn't cause enough.
Many within the castle praise your bold deeds of late. I pray such good works continue apace. I've more tasks that require your attention. Pray.
You fought him then? It is a shame he slipped the noose. We cannot allow him to run free. We must see him stopped, and the ring returned before he can work more evil.
This inn can serve as the hub of our journeys.
Someone must know something.
Do you know of the Blue Moon Tower, friend, to the northeast? I heard a strange tale from a fellow merchant a few days past. Seems there's a man's been seen coming and going round there of late. What's more, they say he's chased off all the beasts nested there with some arcane magic. It's him, says I. That sorcerer, they say, stole some bauble from the Duke. What was it?
I've learned what to do in this quest. So Solomon's taken refuge in the Blue